Yo, what's up guys, this is Card Games here, and today I'm bringing you my Elemental Hero Bumblebee deck profile. This is the deck I went XO at my locals, and yeah, really liking this deck for the format, really think it's really good for the format, and I'm just going to get straight right into it. One Stratos, this card's amazing for recruiting your monsters. It's part of your OTK and destroys spells when you have another E hero on the field, and also adds your hero monsters to your hand. This card's amazing. Next, I'm playing Free Alias. Love this card over the weekend. This plus Gemini Spark is so hard to come by. The fact that you can just attack with this, they chain Mirror Force, you chain Gemini Spark, destroy another card on the field, and draw a card. Just so good. Plus, it sets up your hero blast plays. Next off, I'm playing Free Bubbleman. Bubbleman, I've tested this at 2, but I found that 2 was good. It helped with consistency, but late game I would love to top into a Bubbleman. I mean, I remember one game I had one Alias in the deck, and I top decked into an Eco, and I was like, ah man, if I top decked into, if I had another Bubbleman on the deck, I would have just added the Bubbleman, special summoned it, drawn 2 cards, and then probably would have had more protection, maybe even drawn an Alias and just summoned it and gone to Heroic Champion. I don't know. I would have had a better chance and gained more advantage. That's what I know. So that's why I opted to play free, and I really liked free over the course of the weekend. The next card I'm playing is Photon Thrasher. I'm playing this at 1, simply because when I had 2, I didn't like having 2 on the field. You can't have 2 on the field, is what I'm trying to say. You have to special summon it from your hand. So when I have 2, I didn't like drawing both of them at the same time, so I opted to play 1 Photon Thrasher, and really I'm just playing the Warrior Returning Alive in my spell lineup, and whenever it's destroyed I just play the Warrior Returning Alive and just add it to my hand. So yeah, it's really good, and I really like this card in the deck. But yeah, I like it at 2 because it can be really good, but I don't know, we'll see. It worked well at 1, but there was a lot of times where I wish I had the second one. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the monsters. Monsters. I tested Thunder King. It wasn't that good. It's just not as good as it was once before because the windups aren't that good now. Okay, next up I'm playing 2 Polar Dualities. Really good. I played this at 3 if I could. This card is amazing. Next off, we're playing 2 Equals, pre-staple, self-explanatory, adding E-hero monsters to your hand, 2 good. Rhoda and Warrior Turning Alive, and just explain this, really good, and really good also in top decking scenario. If you have like a Bubbleman in the graveyard, play this, get Bubbleman, switch summon it, draw 2 cards, amazing. Rhoda, really good. I typically search Photon Thrasher though, or a Stratos. So yeah, I like those. Next up, I'm playing 3 Miracle Fusions. Pretty stable to play at 3 in my opinion right now. This card is amazing. I really do like it against so many matchups. Shining is such a hard beast to come by in so many decks, like especially Murmurs. Like once you put Shining on the board, they tend to struggle quite a lot. Next up, I'm playing 2 Super Polys. I bumped this down to 2 for consistency issues, just because I had issues with the drawing them late game, which I didn't like, and also drawing them while I didn't have much hand advantage, which was quite annoying because it's initially a neg one, but to be honest, if I'm playing against 6 Sams and they have a legendary 6 Samurai Shion, I'm willing to take that neg one. Also, if I'm playing against Mermels and they have Abyss Gaias, I'm more than willing to put Super Poly on the field just to get rid of their Abyss Gaias. If I'm playing Fire Fist, get rid of their Fire King, Fire Fist Bear, or anything. So yeah, that's why I'm playing 2 Tarantulas, 2 Super Poly, sorry. Next off, probably one of the MVPs of the deck, Mask Change. The amount of times I end phased Mask Change and to completely nick up the field, because if you guys didn't know, Absolute Zero, when it leaves the field, it doesn't matter if it's destroyed, added to your hand or whatever, it will look up your opponent's monsters. It's basically a Raigeki. Yeah, and then what's it called? Acid. When it comes out, it destroys all your opponent's spells and traps. So when you end phase this card on Ab-Zero after your opponent sell 5 cards, you really are winning the game, because not only do you destroy all your opponent's monsters, but you destroy all your opponent's spells and traps, and also you still have an acid on the field, which is 2800, which is just amazing. Next off, I'm playing 2 Gemini Spark. I love it at 2. It did clog once, but I discarded it for Super Poly, and I don't think I'm gonna play 3. I really like it at 2, and with consistency issues. So yeah, that's why I didn't opt to play at 3. And 2 was really good all weekend. I saw it when I needed to see it. Okay, and then I'm playing 3 Mysticals. Really good. Love this card. Better than Lance, in my opinion, at this current time in the format, because the ability to just chain Lance to an Abyss Sphere, chain MST to an Abyss Sphere, and chain MST to a Tenki is just too good not to do right now, and really have to play MST smart these days. So yeah, that's why I like it. And then last 3 cards is Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Pretty staples, pretty self-explanatory. 21 spells, 8 monsters, 11 traps, 40 card deck. On to the traps. Play the Solemn Brigade, self-explanatory, in a trap heavy deck in my opinion, or a deck that just plays trap overall. 2 bottomless trap holes, really good. I hate drawing these late game, but early game these cards are amazing. Next off, I'm playing 2 Torrential Tribute, really good. Just for because you're playing a low monster lineup. Once they get rid of your monsters, you really do want to just like completely nuke up the field and the monster lineup. And Torrential's really good, and plus it just gets past stuff, and Starlight Road isn't seen as much play, and also really good for just mass removal, and which is why I really like it at 2. Okay, next off I'm playing 1 Deep Prison and 1 Mirror Force. I still really like 1 Deep Prison and 1 Mirror Force. They're just, in my opinion, really good. Then I prefer them than 2 Mirror Force and 2 Deep Prisons, which I've tested. But so yeah, I like one of each, and I think they're really good because if you have a Torrential or something, it's better than a Mirror Force at times, because your opponent can bring out cards which destroy your spells and traps, like Marksman and stuff. Like if your opponent has a heavy infantry, no, if your opponent has two Marksmen and Abyss Megalo, and they discard the 2 Marksmen, especially an Abyss Megalo, and you have like these 2 set, they're really just gone. They're not going to do anything. Whereas Torrential is more useful, which is why I only like 1 of each right now. But they're still really good. I mean, they are really good. I just don't think they're as good as they once were, playing them at 2. Okay, next off I'm playing 2 Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is really good. I'm really liking it. The ability to stop effects like Bear and stuff is just too good. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's one of the best traps of the format, as in my opinion, as of now. I really like it. And yeah, so if you play this right, this card is amazing. And then last card is a Hero Blast. I bumped this down to 2. Initially I had a Book of Moon and a second Hero Blast, and I bumped it down for 2 Phoenix Chains, and it's probably the best decision I made. The Phoenix Chain was amazing all game round, and I didn't dead draw Hero Blast once, which is what I really liked in the deck. So yeah, that rounds up the traps, and that rounds up the main deck. I'm just going to quickly show you the side deck, and I'm going to show you the extra deck and the side deck. Okay, I think I'll just start. Okay, we're playing 2 Shinings, pretty self-explanatory. Went into 2 Shinings so many times. The reason I'm not playing 3 is because if you have a Shining and then you banish a Shining and an Alias on the field to get out your second Shining, when the Shining is destroyed, you recycle your other Shining and just come back into the deck. So that's my reasoning for not playing 3, but I have gone into 3 in games. Next off I'm playing 2 Ab-Zeros. I'm typically playing 2 Ab-Zeros just because I have Bubble Man. It's a water target and works really good with Acid. So yeah, that's why I typically go into Ab-Zero quite a lot these days. Then I'm playing Scuriado. This card's amazing for getting rid of Ophion, because I played against my friends with Dutomnals and stuff, and yeah, this card's amazing getting rid of Ophion, and also just amazing against Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. Next I'm playing Nova Master. Amazing card against Fire Fist, really good. 1 Great Tornado. This card's really good at times, surprisingly enough, it's really good when you Super Poly a Stardust and then just bring this card. It halves your opponent's attack and then you just attack for game. Gaia, pretty good card. Really good. What the opponent like just goes for a Ganga Cowboy because it's used quite a lot these days for some reason. So yeah, guy is just really good. And now I'm playing Acid. Acid's really good. I just explained the move. The ability to just end phase. When you have an Ab-Zero on the field, Mars change this and bring out this, you just nuke up the whole of your opponent's side of the field. So yeah, it's just too good. Next, I'm playing one Vapor. I'm playing with Vapor just because I really like it against cards. Certain decks out there, like, really good card this card is. I mean, it's really good against Dino Rabbit and stuff. And yeah, just a really good card. The ability for it not to be destroyed by spells and traps is really good and makes your torrential so much better. The ability, so when your opponent spams the field and they get a 24 plus attack monster to get over this, you just torrential the field and Mars Hero Vapor won't die. So yeah, I really like it for that reason. And next I'm playing Diane and Goka. Okay, the reason I'm playing Diane and Goka is because there has been games when I've been playing against certain matchups where I've had a Gaia and then it's about to die or something, and I've just activated Mars Change and gone into Diane. And there's even been better situations when I've gone into Gaia, attacked, Mars Change into Diane, attacked again, and then Diane's effect brought out an Neos Helios and attacked and won for game. So I was really helpful. I played with that. And then when you're playing against Five Fist, even sometimes when they send their Tenkis to the grave to destroy Nova Master, when they target Nova Master, I just chain Mars Change and bring out Goka, and it's just a whole nother big issue for them. So that's the reason why I'm playing one of each Mars Change. And yeah, I did go into each one, surprisingly enough, the whole tournament, and I'm really grateful I played them. Okay, and the last cards I'm playing is just 2 Heroic Champions and a Blade Armor Ninja. These are the only XCs. The extra deck space is so tight, but these are the most important ones. And I went into 2 Heroic Champions a lot of games, and I've been into Blade Armor Ninja a lot of games, and everything was perfect in the extra deck and in the main deck. So yeah, that runs up the extra deck. I'm going to show the side deck actually. Side deck, 2 Thunder Kings. This is for Mermails. Pretty much it's the only deck I sided for, and Fire Fist. Really good against those matchups, and yeah, amazing. It's not as good as it once was, but it's still pretty decent. Not good enough to main, in my opinion. Okay, I played 2 Banishers. Banishers really good, which is why I opted to play 2 of them in the side. Really good against Mermails. I typically side 2 Banishers, 2 Thunder Kings, and 2 Soul Drained against Mermails, and that was my Mermail matchup. Gone like really easy, and Banisher just sealed the deal so many games. Really good card, and not to mention it's a light target, which makes Shining even more life. Next up, I played 2 Snowman Eaters. Really good against the mirror match and good against Dino Rabbit, which I actually played a couple of matchups for, and you have to grind quite a lot against Dino Rabbit, especially when they bring out like their big boss monsters and stuff. Okay, next card I'm playing is Calcul the Ghost Destroyer. This card is purely for Chaos Dragons, which I actually didn't play. So yeah, never got sided in, but yeah, it was just there for that one situation. Mind Control for the mirror match, which actually won me my game against my friend, because he went into he brought out Stratos. I was playing the mirror match Bubblebee, and then he special summoned his Bubbleman, and I super polyed his Stratos, and the next time I just mind controlled the Bubbleman, overlaid the Heroic Champion, just attacked for game. So yeah, really good card. Next off, I'm playing 2 Minecraft. Really good. I side this sometimes against Mermails, not all the times, depending on the build I'm playing. Like if I'm playing against Gen X Undyne build, I typically side this in because it's just too good against that build. The other one, however, maybe not, depending on how I feel on the matchup. Next off, I'm playing 2 Soul Drains. Good against Mermails and Dark Worlds. Really pretty self-explanatory. Really good card. And the last card is 3 Rivalries. Amazing card against Dino Rabbit. That's basically the only matchup I sided in and did a lot of work today. So yeah, that rounds up the deck profile. If you guys like this video, I'd appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. And cheers guys for watching. Adios.